have brought in. I was drinking. I had some water. I wish I would have brought that in. But it's too late.
I had a nice tea the last time. Not this time.
Nice. Okay. Everyone, hello. Welcome to the Nicole and Craig show with another guest star, KT, in the house.
Twice in 1 month, I think.
Whoa. It must be your birthday. No?
Nope, not until March.
Well, Nicole is gone. I think she's at the Zillow conference or something like that right now. So she's not
in
with
Las
us.
Vegas, right?
Yep. She is in Vegas. Mm-hmm. Yep. So we got a great show though. Whenever Nicole's here, I can do all the edgy shows that she won't let me do. So and this is a really good one because I think right now it's like there's so many. I think this is a really important show to do right now. So we are going to do this. Hey, Karen. We are going to do like I said, we're going to do this as professionally as possible, but we are going to avoid any name calling or anything like that.
No, we don't call anybody names.
But here's the thing. You know, we are at one of the highest amount of real estate agents in Northwest Indiana and in the United States than we've ever been and things like that. This happened to us one other time in history for those of us that were there. Hey, happy Friday, Karen. This happened to us back in 2007, I would say, 2007, 8, when the last time where membership kind of spiked and things like that. You know, you'll notice people were complaining a lot about professionalism and, you know, the lack thereof. Yes. And it was just because a lot of people got their license and you couldn't train everyone fast enough.
It's not that hard to get your license, though, either. That's one big problem I have.
That's true. Well, and the real estate, they tried making the test more complicated, which just gave us another generation of good test takers, but does not translate necessarily into good real estate agents or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, it's $15 for the test. In Florida, it is. Yeah, so you just take it 8 or 9 times and then you pass it.
There you go.
I mean, I didn't do that, but
I did have some people take it a lot of times. I think like 13 times was the record that I had. I had one person take it. She is no longer in the business, but she was persistent. I respect that. Okay, so here's what we're going to talk to you guys about. 5 things you need to avoid in your real estate career. Oh, Kathy, 2007, ages ago. Yeah, I know, right? That's Neil's wife. Or is that my mom? I don't know. Who knows? It might be my mom because she has no picture. They're both named Kathy Friendly, by the way. My mom and my brother's wife. It's a different person. Different person.
Yeah,
for sure.
I had a friend that had a stepmom with the same name.
Is that right? Good times. Okay. So number 5, I'm going to say, and I'm going to call this, I'm going to say false prophets. I'm going to say, and KT is the best example of this because when you started your real estate career, where were you at? We won't say the name. Anyway, whatever. You know what? It's better off we don't use the actual name.
I was primed and ready.
Whatever. Jeez.
When I started.
No one was.
Actually, no. Actually, my first brokerage ever. A lot of people don't know this about me. I've had my license for a lot longer than I've been an active agent. I've had my license for going on 13 years now.
Wow. And
I started at Macaulay, and I actually really do like Macaulay Real Estate.
Good company.
There are a couple of really good agents that I love working with there that have become really good friends of mine. So, yeah, but I just didn't know what I was doing back then, Yeah. Being a new agent's really hard. You have to reach out and you really have to put your neck out there and do things that you've never done before because a lot of agents aren't doing anything and you're not going to really have anything to compare,
Yeah.
But yeah.
Well, sure. and I would say here, and there were signs with that company. The one I'm talking about was definitely not Macaulay. I mean, Ron built a really powerful, good company in Northwest Indiana. And there's a ton of great agents there. But the company I'm referencing, which we're not going to say the name, no longer is in business in our area, in our marketplace. But they started doing really well in the up market that we had in 2005, 6, 7, and things like that. And just like we're seeing a lot of that today, we have more companies in our multiple listing than we've ever had. And here's the thing. You as the agent, you're responsible for your customer for the most part. Even though, yes, the brokerage is kind of technically responsible, but you are the frontline person that's dealing with those customers. You want to have the best option for your customers, in my opinion. I mean, I always say our job is so awesome that all we really have to do is avoid some of these 5 things that we're talking about right now. Do a good job help your people buy and sell property, and you'll be fine. And that's important. One of the red flags at the other brokerage was the owners of the brokerage and the managing broker they were never producers. I mean, they never did that many transactions in a year or something. Not that that has to be a requirement, but if you're in a business where you need help with transactions, you might want to go somewhere where someone has experience with a lot of transactions, right?
Absolutely.
So if you're a producer, which I would say KT is a dominant producer in our marketplace, you know, you need to be with someone that knows how to handle your level of production, you know, and things like that. So
yeah, there's so many different things. There's so many different layers. But yeah, you just one little things, you know, back to what we're talking about, false prophets, liars, you know, one person lies about one little thing and that can throw the whole deal out the window. So it's really important to kind of steer clear of people that you find out that, you know, maybe are dishonest in this business, because they sometimes take a long time to shake out, you know?
Yeah.
How long did, you know, that brokerage you're speaking about take? I worked there for a little while. I know a lot of great agents that came out of there too, that are doing really well now, you know? But it sucks.
Yeah.
But sometimes you got to learn that, because then it makes you better, you know?
Yeah.
I think it does.
I would definitely agree with that. And I look at it again is, you know, at some point we are complicit, or we're responsible too, because if we know our brokerage isn't doing the right thing,
you have to stand up for yourself.
You know, yeah, you got it.
You can't just be like, oh.
Yeah.
Because guess what? When they go down, you going down too.
Yep. I like that. That's cool. So anyway, so those are some signs to look for. Oh, I would say bait and switch is another one. You know, you hear all these things like, oh, we're going to give you X amount of leads per month. We're going to get you this. We're going to get you that. And then it doesn't happen. How long are you going to stay in a bad scenario? I mean, what is it? Don't your customers deserve better? And at one point, if you're not willing to make the right decision and you're willing to go along with the wrong decision, maybe you're just as bad as they are too. Anyway, I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. But anyway.
Again, lying. Don't do it.
And again, I'm not, and this is just my opinion. Like, I'm not, you know, but I everyone who comes, I've told this in multiple brokerages and things like that, is do the right thing for the customer always. Like it
always comes back to you.
Yeah.
And your business will just flourish.
Don't lie. You make a mistake, own up to it, fix it, solve it.
Yep.
You know how many appliances I've had to buy because I mistakenly missed putting a dishwasher or missed putting a washer or dryer on a contract?
I don't know, Craig. How many appliances have you
More
had
than
to
I
buy?
would like to admit.
I think
but I
you
would
should
say,
maybe you should just be a listing agent then, or
I am a listing agent.
or maybe not a buyer's
yeah.
agent. Is that what?
Oh
Wait,
yeah.
you were.
You know what? The most recent one was my fault, 100%. It was a nice McCauley agent that sold one of my listings, and my seller called me and said, "Hey, what appliances?" And I said, "Oh, just a stove and refrigerator." They pulled out their built-in dishwasher and gave it away to a friend. It was my fault. I thought they would know that built-ins are included. They didn't, and I actually even tried to like flex on the other agent, like, well, it wasn't on the purchase, and she was like, don't even try that crap with me, Craig. And as soon as she did that, I apologized. I'm like, I know, you know what? My apologies.
I would have been like, you're a...
Yep. And she started like browbeating me a little bit more, and I said, hey, look, you win. You tell me what number your customer wants me to write them a check for that dishwasher. And they said $550. I said, fair enough. There you go. It was my fault. I screwed up.
I'll let you know when I need a new washing
Hi,
machine.
Nadine. Hi, Peggy. Yeah. Well, when you need one, just make sure you do a purchase agreement with me, and I'll probably miss it. So, so anyway, avoid bait and switch. Avoid liars. You know, I don't lie to any of our agents, and most good managing brokers in Northwest Indiana, they don't either. And it's like those are signs. I don't know of any right now that I would consider a liar. You know, I think the last thing got rid of a lot of those, but we are seeing a down market right now. Now it's going to get tough. I mean, you know. So anyway. Let's skip we're done with number 5. You know, be smart. If you're in one of those scenarios, you know, make the right choice. Think about it. You're smart. Number 4, this one is one of my favorites. Drama. Avoid drama. It is not in your client's best interest, your best interest, your brokerage's best interest. Do not get in what I call agent posturing. If you are negotiating stuff with the other agent without running it through your client first, you are dead wrong. Dead wrong. You know, if you think I'm going to get you a better deal and you think you're going to outsmart this other agent or something like that, you are putting, you know, unless you have it in writing from your client that you are allowed to play hardball or whatever, be very careful with that.
Yeah. Because you just never know. And some people, they just want a house no matter what. You don't want to lose it for them. I've seen people walk away from things for less than $500, but then I've seen people change their mind over $10,000. I'm just like, wait a minute, what? Yeah. So always ask, because that goes down a rabbit hole. You know, they sue you. Your managing broker doesn't like you anymore.
No, we hate lawsuits.
Yeah.
Because they cost money no matter, even if you win them. It's terrible.
They do.
No drama llama.
They do. I know that from personal experience.
Yeah. Well,
even when you win, you still have to pay.
It still costs money. So, I say avoid drama. You know, if you're talking behind other agents' backs and stuff like that, you're wrong. I mean, how is that conducive to a good relationship, a good professional relationship? You know, if you went to your doctor and your doctor was like, hey, you got to go see this orthopedic specialist, but watch out, the guy's a bit of a boozer. Like really? Like, can you imagine your doctor or something, or your pilot? Like, hey, the co-pilot just went to the lavatory. Man, they are a moron. You know, like, you wouldn't get on that plane, right? No. I mean, come on. If you're at a place where they're just talking negative drama all the time and talking badly behind people's backs, I don't know. To me, it's like a giant high school and I'm out. I graduated.
Yeah.
97!
It's much more fun getting along, getting the deal done, and then getting paid. Getting paid, that's the deal.
What would you rather do? Smile and laugh about something or be a jerk and be mean?
I personally like to smile and laugh.
Me too.
I like to make fun of people too, but
I do too.
People make fun of me.
Yeah.
And I'm okay with it.
You got a lot of haters. You have a lot of haters.
I'm an easy target. I think it's because of my hair. I just got some new shampoo.
Oh, by the way, I sent the custodian into your office, which by the way is like a little Roomba. I sent the custodian, and I think I have a whole human being worth of hair that came out of your office. So
I'm sorry.
I
changed
cloning
my
you.
shampoo, so hopefully now. Oh, you're gonna clone me?
I'm cloning you. Yeah.
Ooh. Well, there is already 2 little KTs running around on the planet.
Lucky.
So, yeah.
All right.
Know.
Let's get them real estate licenses. Okay.
Pretty soon.
Number 4, right? Negative drama. I think we can all agree that it's not good. It's easy to get wrapped up in, isn't it? I mean, it's easy to get into that negative drama whirlwind, and it's like...
Mostly because it's so unbelievable.
Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes. But it has nothing to do with our clients usually.
No.
It has nothing to do with the transaction. If you want to do that on your own time, fine. But it's like a third of my life I'm going to do some kind of income generating activity so I can pay for my family, my friend, my future, all that kind of good stuff. Stay away from it. I can tell you right now, it is a waste of your time. Okay, number 3, and this one I'm talking to you out there that's sitting here watching my show at noon on a Friday. Laziness or procrastination. It doesn't necessarily mean you're lazy, but do your job. Work first. And I always say this, if you're not your own boss and a jerk boss, then you're going to go back to a boss.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Not me.
Do you like that? No, because you work your butt off. In fact, I have to reset my motion sensors at the office, so I stop getting 100 notifications every night at 9 o'clock at night when you're here doing contracts and stuff. It's like, hey, go home.
I know.
Yeah, go on vacation or something. Get out of here.
Maybe I will do that.
All work and no play. Didn't you ever see The Shining?
I did.
Right, all work and no play made Jack a dull boy.
And I also seen the Simpsons episode where Homer does that too.
Oh, that was good. That was
Makes
good.
Homer something.
Wasn't it Sideshow Bob like the? Yeah. I don't know.
Anyway, don't be lazy.
Don't be lazy.
Don't be lazy.
You know, well, get your job done first. Work first, right? When I was a little boy, I could not get dessert until I finished all my vegetables on my plate. And I got in the habit of eating my vegetables first. Then I had awesome like mashed potatoes. Maybe there's some meatloaf. I could eat all the good stuff then. And then boom, apple pie for dessert. And now I don't eat sugar.
Well, so now you get a sugar-free. You get sugar-free.
Nice.
You you get sugar-free dessert? Now you eat dessert first and it's sugar-free?
No, because that's synthetic sugar. It's just as bad as sugar.
I do believe that you don't eat sugar because I don't ever see you...
no.
Unless it's in the form of alcohol, maybe.
That is a kind of sugar. So yeah, unfortunately I do imbibe occasionally. And by occasionally, any occasion is a day that ends in Y. Anyway, so we'll keep going. All right, so no laziness. Here's another one that's similar to laziness, but it is totally different. Complacency. Number 2, complacency. This is one, you know what? It's so easy to just coast through life. But then you turn around, they always say time goes by so fast, right?
It flies.
You get into a complacency like rhythm with your life. You know what you do. Every day kind of seems to be about the same. Maybe you have 4 days a week, you do the exact same thing, and then you got Friday, Saturday, Sunday. But then you start to kind of do the same thing on those days too. If you're happy, you're all good. But if you're not happy, you got to change your choices. And, you know, I think if you're a good real estate agent and you enjoy your job, your clients need you. You know, get more clients and work harder. Find a hobby, work on a hobby. And a lot of people like that work-life balance. I believe in it. I think it's hard to operate at such a optimal level without, I don't know, preparing for that. You know, like, you know, I always say I work hard, play hard. You know, I do enjoy blowing off some steam, having a good time with my friends and stuff like that. Sometimes I pay for the next day, you know, which, thank you, hangovers. Anyway, but, you know, like, you know, but work comes first always, you know?
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it has to, because, I don't know, you forget. I would forget.
Yeah.
But I just always work, so.
Plan some time for yourself, even if it's like, hey, if I list another house, my goal is to list 2 homes this month. If I list a 3rd one, then I'll take a couple hours off and go see a movie I want to go see, or something like that. I'll just take a couple hours for myself, or something. You know, whatever the reward system is for you.
I took an hour for myself before I met you right now.
I know. The show's late thanks to you, and I'm pushing off my next appointment.
But look at this. My back.
Yeah.
It doesn't even hurt no more.
Yeah. So anyway, so that's avoid complacency. And here's the last pitfall that I'm going to say to avoid, which kind of sums up a couple of these really, is relying on leads, right? If you build your business relying on leads, here's something we're finding out right now. We're in a down market right now. I can see the lead flow going to agents at my brokerage is about the same as it was a couple months ago. But the amount of transactions, the amount of leads that are converting is drastically dropping. So if you're in a situation where you're paying, you have a monthly fee, those lead sources are going to continue to sell you the same amount of leads. It's weird. If you ever looked at the lead statistics, even from one of the most major lead providers in our marketplace, 5.5 million homes, I think it was 2019 statistics, so look this up. In 2019, roughly 5.5 million homes sold in 2019, okay? A large lead provider sold 110 million leads to realtors that year.
Oh.
Do the math on that. And by the way, bonus, if anyone knows the population of the United States, it's 300 and something million. I'll cut to the chase. So you're telling me a little under 1/3 of the population was a lead last year? Are you kidding me? You know, here's another thing too, is like I said, with false prophets and all that kind of stuff, we all have a brain between our 2 ears, right? So we know, everyone used to tell me, you know, my dad used to always say, talk is cheap. Don't tell me anything, show me. You know, what's my favorite state? Missouri, the show me state. The state's coming right out in your face saying, don't tell me nothing, show me. And I'm saying, I'm going Operation Missouri time, you know, the show me state. I'm in a weird mood today. Anyway.
I gathered.
Yeah.
I gathered.
And I'm not saying, you know, first of all, leads are a fine thing. I mean, a lead is, if that email or phone number traces back to an actual human being, in my opinion, that's a good lead. Because you got to remember this. Everyone lives somewhere, and wherever they live, usually there's a roof over it. Underneath that roof, usually there's some ground, and someone owns that ground. And thankfully, we need a real estate license to be involved in the sale of that piece of ground. So we're selling the earth. We're selling the earth, KT. One square at a time.
I think leads are okay if you're just generating them the right way, or just, I don't know, just doing them the right way. A lot of people say, oh, these leads are garbage, and then actually they just didn't ask the people the right questions. Maybe they were a runner. I don't know how many leads I've gotten. They call my signs, and I say, I'm sorry, it's only for sale. And I save their information, and I'll check in with them 6 or 8 months later, and all of a sudden, oh yeah, we're actually doing this, and we listened to you, and we worked on our credit, or something crazy, or something flattering that gets me that deal, gets me that client, whatever, you know. Yeah. I don't think they're totally a bad thing, but it can't be your 100%, because you're just going to be really grinding.
Yeah. Yeah, and if you need more business, talk to your managing broker. I don't know a single managing broker in Northwest Indiana that would not help an agent if they reached out to them. I can say this, there's not a single one that I know of that if they go to them and say, hey, I want more business, your managing broker can tell you probably 10 different things that you can do to generate business today. They're all going to involve work, but guess what? What other job do you want to go to? Do you want to go to some other job where you gotta listen to them and punch in and punch out at a certain time? Do you want to get, again, be your boss, or you're going to be your own boss? Mm-hmm. That's what I love about our business is, we can get paid, we can get compensated a fair amount for the time that we spend based on how much good we do for the marketplace. Facts. Hashtag facts. All right. I usually say pound sign. Pound sign facts.
You like
yeah. You like that? You like that? That's solid.
That's good stuff. So
that's all we got for you guys.
That's it.
You got anything else? What you want to give them anything else? Things to avoid?
No, I think that's it. I think that's it.
Avoid COVID, disease. Sugar.
Let's see what. Avoid sugar. Avoid
alcohol, drama.
Yeah, avoid alcohol. That's a good one.
Within moderation. And listen to your managing brokers. They're smart. They've been through this.
Yeah, and if you don't feel like your managing broker is smart,
don't do that.
He's pretty smart. Even though like these shows, he might seem a little.
Yeah. But work always comes first.
I'm just messing with you.
Yeah. Work always comes first. I do like that.
Yeah.
But ask your managing broker. They'll help you. They all will help you. They all want to help you. That's why they took that job, is to help other agents succeed.
For sure.
I love it. Thank you. If you have any questions or comments or concerns, please post them in the comments below. I do read them. And KT might.
I love reading comments.
Oh, we love you guys too. Who's throwing lots of hearts at us right now? Oh. All right, everyone, thank you. Have a great weekend. And we're out. Oh, rotate your phone. Oh, I'm still live. Hold on.